I feel myself very privileged, very happy and very lucky today because we are here at Vassant shop, but I will also bring you to the atelier. We will see all the teams working on these products and we will discover how these cute exotic bags are made from A to Z. We will be accompanied by Guillaume, the artistic director, who will explain us all the process. Stay with us. Donc nous sommes accueillis ici aujourd'hui à l'atelier Vassant à Paris par le chef lui-même.
Là, je suis Vassant, président de la société Beynat Janniaux et la marque Vassant Paris. À Paris, on est 70 personnes. Il faut aimer le métier, donc si on aime le métier, on a toujours quelque chose à développer.
Today we are the luckiest one because we will follow Guillaume, the artistic director of the brand, and I will describe you most important things about the production of these very beautiful bags. So hi Guillaume, thank you for having us here.
I'm very glad to have you here so we can talk about the history of the brand and also all our product lines. I'm working here for 5 years now and I've redesigned all the bags. I've taken some from the archive collection and some are brand new, so I'm very glad to be able to talk to our customers and maybe new customers.
So when we want to produce a bag like this, for example, you always start by drawing, right? And you make it on your laptop, you don't make it by hand.
Not at all, it's my way of working. I really like digital tools because it allows me to be very precise with measurements and very close details. Like, you know, on this kind of details, it's very interesting to be very precise so the workshop can see and can guess what I really want.
Here we have some different models, right, which exists in Vassant collection.
So this is the collection plan. It's very important to do that because I'm working as well on the marketing aspects, and the idea of a brand like ours is to be able to offer a large range of products. Instead of doing one model that's very classical and that can work with everyone, I prefer to draw a lot of different lines. At the moment we have 6 different lines, so the customer in the end is really choosing the products.
So everything starts here. The first step is to choose the right piece of leather for the right bag. How do you choose your suppliers? Where do all these wonderful pieces come from?
We're working with very high quality suppliers for decades now, and they're working with the biggest fashion brands, so we are very used to work with them and we are very trustful about the quality of the skins. So we have different suppliers depending on the type of skin we want, and they have a lot of colors and a lot of finishing, so in the end we can really have the skin we want and the skin that the clients want. For example, we have the ostrich leather, we have also stingray, we have python as well, all the snake skins. So yeah, we have a lot of choices and a lot of different suppliers because they are all specialized in a type of skin.
What is the most challenging in treating such kind of skin?
The most challenging is the stingray skin because it's very hard. Like all the small parts, they are exactly the same material as our teeth, so it's really hard to sew and really hard to assemble. So there is a huge process that we have developed internally and that we use for our clients, and it's very special and it's our secrets. The leather we use for your bag is crocodile, and it's very special because it's natural. It means that you cannot see the green color of the crocodile or the alligator anymore, but we keep the pigmentation, so you have the belly part, the center part of the belly that's really white, and you have the 2 sides that are a little bit tainted. So it's completely natural, it's not paint, it's not like handmade, it's really the nature of the crocodile.
And what about all the other colors?
So the skins you are talking about that are on your left, they are goat skins, and they are very nice because they can keep the color very well. So we love to use that on very luxurious pieces, like from the inside for the linings. It's very interesting because it can keep the color, and as well it's not sensible to scratches, so it's interesting for the linings. For example, the bag you have, the inside is in goat as well, so you can put your keys, you can put everything inside and it will not damage, it will not scratch.
Vasant, one of the men who is working for the workshop, is just behind us. What is he doing now?
He's doing a glazing process that we are very specialized. It's the idea of an agate stone that's working on the skin, and you make it like move on the skin and you eat it, so it's like glazing the skin. So it's a chemical process. At the beginning, at the tannery, they put chemicals on the skin and they react with agate stone.
So when you see the skin shining on your back, on your belt, on your shoes, it's made like this. Come closer and have a look. It's really very noisy here, but people are working and we are keeping an eye on their work. So we are here for the next step of the production, and Guillaume will tell us more about it.
So this is the skiving process. The idea is you have the leather and all the thickness, and you're taking off the bottom part of the leather so it's seen as you want. We are able to be very precise, so the workshop will work with the leather thickness they really want. So it's very important step because for the luxurious products, we want the edges to be really fine, to be really thin, and to be perfectly assembled as well. So it's a crucial step in the whole process.
Every person is in charge for a special task.
Yeah, workmen are very polyvalent. They are able to work on different steps, but they all have their specialty. So the idea is that you take off small leather parts on the raw edges, and you are able after that to have a very refined piece. First step of the development of the bag, it means that the drawing was given to the workshop head and he worked on it. So he works with patterns like that. He does the patterns of the bag, and he does the first prototype, not in the final materials, not in leather, but it helps to validate the volumes. So it's completely possible to disassemble parts. If we need to rework on parts, we can take it off. It's just glued sometimes. So if I want to change a part, I can. And as you can see, all the details, they are not made everywhere. It's just like really to validate the volumes. And it helps to do different sizing as well. For example, here we have the random model, and here we have the big model. So it helps to really create the shape the way I want. And after that, when I have all the different patterns, that's when we can cut the leathers and everything and work on it. But here, it's really about the syncing process.
Amine, qu'est-ce que vous êtes en train de faire?
Je suis en train de mettre la forme des poignets. Après, une fois qu'ils sont mis en forme, il faut les taper pour que il y aura le contact en fait. Une fois que c'est tapé, on tape à cette façon, bien au bord de la pierre, parce qu'il y a des reliefs, il ne faut pas trop l'écraser.
Ça vous arrive de taper sur vos doigts?
Non, pas du tout. Au début, oui, mais c'était le métier qui rentre pas.
Est-ce que ça vous arrive de voir les gens qui portent les sacs qui étaient fabriqués en partie par vous?
Bien sûr, ça fait plaisir. C'est quelque chose d'exceptionnel quoi qu'on voit.
I'm really very excited to be a part of all what is going on here today. What she's doing, Guillaume?
So she's doing the edge finishing. It means that she has taken the parts of leather that have been glued together, all the different layers, and now she's working on the edge painting. It's really important step because the product in the end, you can see the raw edges and they have color in it, and it has to be perfect, like not too shiny but not too matte as well. And it also depends on the client's needs. Some clients love it really shiny and others like it's very matte.
So you have really big machines here, but the most important part of job is made by hand.
That's true. What's most important here, we have machines because we need it for some steps. But the main idea is the hand is working.
Do you think I can try and put my hand on your creations?
I think you are very talented and very passionate about fashion, so I'm kind of sure that you will do a great job.
I'm excited, but I'm very nervous because it's a very important task and you have to be very accurate. But Laetitia and here, she will keep an eye on how I'm doing. So first you take a bit of tente and after you go very slightly by this side, right? Still move side, yes. And I do like this. Ta-da! And now I can come here and work in the atelier. We just need to ask Guillaume if he will accept me in his team.
So this is the assembly process. Like we are working on the tables as the step we have seen before, and they assemble the different pieces together, and after that they need to sew. It's an important step as well, and it's funny because it's all about like sending things to be assembled, and you take back, you finish to work, then you go to sew, and it's just like one-to-one all the time.
Dernière étape, mais pas la moins importante de la production, c'est le contrôle de qualité. Nous sommes ici avec Aurélie qui va nous en dire plus.
Donc chaque sac en fait qui sort de l'atelier est contrôlé manuellement. On va contrôler tout d'abord l'aspect de la matière, aussi bien à l'extérieur que l'intérieur du sac, pour vérifier qu'il n'y a aucune égratignure, aucun point gênant sur la peau. Ensuite, on va s'attacher à vérifier toutes les piqûres pour être certain que le sac n'aura pas de défaut et que le client aura un produit parfait en termes de tenue dans le temps. Puis ensuite, on va vérifier également toutes les bijouteries, vérifier qu'aucune partie des pièces métalliques ne soit rayée par le processus de fabrication. Le fonctionnement également des poches zippées.
Et combien de pièces vous manipulez par jour, par exemple?
Une centaine.
Une centaine de sacs qu'Aurélie contrôle tous les jours ici à la société. Vous avez vu, il y a beaucoup de personnes qui travaillent. C'est vraiment un processus qui est très complexe, avec les gens passionnés, avec les gens talentueux. And as I told you already, Vassant brand, it's not only about bags, it's also about luxury lifestyle. Like for example, this amazing chair and my favorite piece, the huge wall mirror totally covered by croco leather. So if I want to customize my bag, how should I proceed?
So yeah, at first you take an appointment and you come to discover our collections, and after, when you choose one model, you are able to use the personalization table. That's the tool to personalize your bag. So at first you have all the different type and colors of leather, then of the edge paint, you know, the step that you will be working on soon. Then you have all the threads and all the zippers. So the idea is you produce a bag that really represents you. Vassan is the surname of our boss. It's his brand, so basically we wanted to like celebrate him. And on the other hand, the logo is a dodo. It's a bird from Mauritius because my boss is Mauritius as well. Every bag has a name of an island because with Mauritius we had the idea of travel and of exotic parts and of the world. classify models like as male model or female models. For me, they are unisex, and you can like carry it the way you want. But yeah, some models they have bigger shape, so they are made for bigger bodies. But for example, this one is very original because you have the fur and you have the alligator, so it's very luxurious feeling.
And in spite of the fact that it's rather big model, it's really very light and not heavy at all. So very practice.
Yeah, it's very important that our bags, I like to say that our bags are going to live with people, and because the leather is a changing material as well, so we have to be very careful about the construction. But the idea is that the bag will be a bag that you'll be able to carry every day. It's not luxury like to put on the shelf. It's really a product that will live with you and age with you as well.
And after the day we spent together here with Guillaume, I will definitely tell you I want to live with these bags, and I want these bags to live with me. Thank you, Guillaume, for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned and follow us to the backstage of the most exclusive workshops, of the most exclusive events. I will bring you inside. I will show you everything what's going on behind the curtain.